Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2023 Junior Drama Performance under the Havisham of the Department of English at National Zhanghua University of Education.
校长、老师以及各位亲爱的贵宾，欢迎莅临国立彰化师范大学英语学系113级戏剧公演《欲盖弥彰》。我们是今晚的主持人，我是 Wendy，
我是 Josie。
首先让我们来介绍今日与会的贵宾：陈明飞陈校长，
文学院院长黄盛惠黄院长，
英语系系主任楚湘君楚主任，
戏剧指导老师裴卓士 Professor Pedros，
发音指导老师 Mr. Pierce， 英语系老师赵玉芝赵老师，
英语系老师盖杰富 Professor Gamble，
戏剧指导讲师翁玉婷，感谢各位师长的莅临。
Thank you for your appearance.
再来，也向所有在预备期间曾经帮助过我们的师长、学校单位以及同学致上最深的谢意。
We also want to express our greatest appreciation to the teachers, school units, and friends that helped us during the preparation. Without your help, our performance will not be completed.
现在我们有请陈明飞陈校长来为我们致辞，欢迎陈校长。
好，我们楚主任院长，还有我们各位老师啊，指导老师大家很辛苦。各位同学，大家好。因为我每年都有来参加，但是都没坚持到最后来。有时候有一些事情，有时候要偷看一下字幕，才知道整个过程。但我知道这个大家同学在准备的时候很辛苦，很辛苦，因为通常都是1年前的规划，半年前的准备这个我们能想象，我们不是科班出身，当然我们每一个同学的表现都很像一个真正的主角、配角、演员这样那我曾经遇到一位春晖影业的董事长，他们现在都在拍电影。我曾经讲说，请他来我们这边看一下我们的戏剧公演，说不定从这里找到一些俊男美女，或是演技特别好的，说不定就帮我们找到一些出路。那我们现在首先我谢谢也大家同学辛苦了。那我最后再帮学校做个广告了我们今年的毕业典礼会找一位我们英语系的学长，应该学姐吧？她是学姐还是学长？她现在在惠普，对，普惠嘛普惠。学长，他在当测试工程师，也就是说，我们未来的出路是多元的嘛。那像主任、院长他们有跟飞轮电商公司，那你们有一个学姐在那边当经理，对不对？是做电商的。学长哇，学长都比较能够接受挑战，所以我们现在其实我们毕业其实有很多种可能性啦。那最后预告一下，我们跟细品公司是全世界第一的IC 封测厂，那个半导体厂它员工人数那个日月光集团是9万人，那细品就在彰化这边有员工人数有25000人。那我们现在是大3嘛，我们表演这个英语剧场，这个是大3同学，我们可以去报名。那只要大4的时候上完10个学分的半导体的相关课程那个都简介而已，就保证可以毕业之后到细品上班那大学部是4万2啦。那研究所好像到5万2左右，所以应该如果说，这又是另外一条出路我们学生虽然因为其实学英文就台湾是一个 对外贸易相当频繁、相当重要，所以语文其实对很多厂商，尤其英文那个对厂商相当重要哈。那好的，我这个工商广告就到这里结束了。我们最后祝我们每位贵宾哈身体健康，我们同学都表现优越哈，谢谢大家，谢谢。
谢谢陈校长。
接下来，我们有请英语系系主任楚香君楚主任来为我们致辞，欢迎楚主任。
校长，还有各位师长，还有在场各位今天来看戏的观众，你们是学弟妹吗？还是家长呢？我们昨天 Peter 问了有没有家长，没有半个家长举手。以前一向都很多家长会来哦。那这2年，应该是这3年了哈，就是疫情之后改变了大家的很多的行为模式哈。那很庆幸的，今年可以如期演出。3年级的同学都很期待大英剧哈，从他们大一开始进来看。学长姐优秀的表演，对他们来讲，那个是一个他们很激励的一个目标。那今年轮到113级的同学来演出。I have a confession to Peter and 113级的同学。They asked me to recommend a play or plays, and I wrote several.Including this one, and I don't know what it is, because I think, wow, it's a Tony-winning award play, should be good, but I don't know, it's so difficult. And when I learn they are choosing this one, I begin to Google it and watch some video clips, and wow, it's really tough. I couldn't say anything at that time, right? But the past Wednesday, I think they did a really good job. 所以我应该不用再重复一次啊哈。总之呢，虽然这出戏很难哈，我想等一下你们看了之后，它难在哪里？也许慢慢的你们可以理解，它难不在背台词哈，这台词只是基本功而已。那难的地方在他们的肢体，还有舞台设计，要如何的搭配他们的剧情的需求，要做很多超乎正常表演所出的一些意外状况，所以这些都是需要设计哦。所以我想，你们等一下看了哈，我想你们大概就可以理解。为什么它是一个比较难的戏？那我很敬佩他们选了这一出戏哈。我想他们应该知道这一出戏很难，但是因为这出戏很有趣，所以呢，他们就愿意尝试来选一个难的戏，选一条难走的路哈。所以我想英语系的同学，他们大概都有这样子的特质，他不会超捷径。那这样子的特质，其实校长就不用担心我们将来没有工作，我们一定会有工作哈。只是我们做的是我们喜不喜欢的哈。那这个当然有时候需要一点人生的智慧去抉择哈，自己到底要走爸妈喜欢的路，还是我自己喜欢的路，还是社会认为我要走的路哈。这些都是我们自己必须面对的问题，然后答案也是要自己想。所以我今天很荣幸代表英语系来欢迎各位，然后也感谢大三的同学他们的付出，让我们今天可以很快乐的看一场戏。那我想我今天就说到这里，谢谢大家。
谢谢楚主任。
演出即将开始，再次提醒您务必将手机关机并佩戴口罩。谢谢您的配合。
And now, the show is about to begin. Please turn off your mobile phone and put on your masks. Thank you.
Now, enjoy the show. 祝您关系愉快。
Hatred, hatred, where did it come from? From the purest love, the deepest betrayal, or the simplest human greed?
仇恨究竟从何而生？是由最纯粹的爱生恨，最深刻的背叛所致，还是由人类的贪婪演变而成？
Six people, with their intricate web of relationships, with their own evils, will lead us find the way of truth.
关系错综复杂、各怀鬼胎的6人，将会带领我们找出真相。
Lady, could you please help me with my props? Yes, please. This way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You said I was fine.
Leave it. All right. Welcome to the murder at Havisham Manor. Can I kindly request that all of your cell phone and other electronic devices are switched off? And please know the photography of any kind is strictly prohibited. Also, if there anyone find a Rick Astley CD box set anywhere in auditorium, there's a personal item and I want it back. Please do drop it in my tape box at the end of the show. Enjoy the performance. Alright, can prepare for Liza on Act 1. Note for Winston is still missing. We need to find him before the guard door scene.
Trevor, wrong button.
Back
Trevor,
in his cage as soon as
Trevor,
possible.
wrong button.
What's Aiden doing on stage? Get off, so Chris can do his stupid speech.
Leave it, just leave it. We haven't got time. But leave it. Leave it. Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fabulous bubble troupe of NCUE's presentation of the murder at Havisham Manor. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Trish, the director, and I would like to welcome you to join my directorial debut and my first production as the head of the Drama Society. Firstly, I would like to apologize to those of you involved in our little chaos. I do hope the 670th fact of you will enjoy our little murder mystery just as much as you would have enjoyed Hamilton. We are particularly excited to present this play because for the first time in our society's history, we are managed to find a play that fits the company's number perfectly. Indeed, it's been a breath of fresh air. It's not having to contend with a small budget as we had to in last year's presentation of Loveries. This will be the first time the society has been able to stage a play with this scale, and we are truly thrilled. And of course, this is the first time the society has been able to afford to hire a venue so large, and indeed, I would like to thank my grandfather Shrek, who is very ugly and green, has made this evening's performance possible. May he rest in peace. Anyway, on to the main event, which I'm confident will be our best show yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please put your hand together. Not yet, not yet. For Susie HK's pre-thrill, thrilling whodunit, The Murder at Haversham Manor.
Else, are you ready? We are all waiting downstairs to raise a glass to engagement. Elston? Come on, Elston. You have been in there for hours. If I don't know better, I would say you were having second thought about the wedding. Elston, if you won't come out, I will come in. Damn it. He has locked the door. Hand me those keys, Perkins.
Here they are, Mr. Collymore.
Thank you, Perkins. Let's get this door open. We are coming in, Elston! We are coming in! There we are! We are in! But what's this? Elston? Unconscious?
Asleep surely, Mr. Collymore.
Damn it, Perkins. I hope so.
I'll take his pulse.
Blast! I knew something was wrong. It is so unlike Elston to disappear like this.
Sir, he is dead.
Dead? Damn it, Perkins. It can't be. He was my closest friend.
He's not breathing, sir, and there's no hint of a heartbeat.
I'm dumbfounded. He was right as rain an hour ago.
I don't understand. He was fit as the fiddle. He cannot be dead. It doesn't make sense.
Of course it makes sense. He has been murdered! Good God, where's Florence?
She's at the dining room, sir. Shall I fetch her?
At once, Perkins.
But she's having one of her hysterical episodes, sir.
Damn it! Gather everyone in here. Elston, Dad, what a horror.
Straight to the library. Miss Collymore, Wesley, come to the library at once. There has been a disaster. Elston Haversham has been murdered.
But do you think it was murder, Perkins? Or do you think perhaps it was suicide?
Suicide, Mr. Haversham? Not possible. There never was a man with more zest for life than Elston Haversham. He was young, rich, and soon to be married. Why on earth would he commit suicide?
But why on earth would anyone murder him? Elston was a gentle fellow.
He's kind, generous, a true philanthropist. He never had an enemy in his life.
Until today, it seems.
Shall I telephone the police?
The police? They wouldn't make it out here for this in this snowstorm. I will telephone Inspector Carter. He lives just on the other side of the village. He will be in here in no time. Hand me a receiver, Perkins. Thank you, Perkins. Good evening. Give me Inspector Carter. I know it's late. Damn it! I don't care about the weather. There's been a murder. Someone's murdered Elston Havisham. That's right, thank you. He's on his way.
Inspector Carter?
They say he's the best damn inspector in the district. He will crack the case in quick.
Very good, sir. And what shall I do?
Lock all the door, man. Not a soul gets out of Havisham Manor until the killer is found.
At once, sir.
And assemble everyone in here.
Right away, sir.
Good God. Elston Havisham murdered at his own engagement party? Florence!
Elston!
Florence, I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
No, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. His skin is cold to the touch.
No, don't touch him, Florence.
I must.
You must not.
Unhand me, you controlling brute.
That is no way to speak to your brothers, Florence.
Oh, who could do such a thing? The night of our engagement party. Wesley, quick! Your brother's dead.
This way, Master Havisham.
I'm coming, Miss Collymore.
Brother? Dead? It can't be.
Calm yourself, Wesley. Or let me and Steve drink, Perkins.
Right away, sir. Elston always kept scotch downstairs in the living room.
Elston had the best collection of scotch in the county.
Don't you think I know that? He was my closest friend.
Well, he was my brother.
And it's all my sister's fiancé's dad.
I cannot bear it.
Florence, you aren't to leave my sight this evening.
Oh my God! He has drunk the whole bottle. There's not a drop left. There's not a drop left.
And it's all, there will be another on the trolley.
Of course, sir. Yes, this one is full.
This is horrifying. I mean, who on earth would have motivation to murder Elston Havisham?
I cannot imagine.
It's madness. My brother was a good man. Who would kill him? I'm in shock, Thomas.
As am I, Wesley, as am I.
It's more than my nerves can take. I'm becoming hysterical.
No, Florence! Not to one of your episodes. Calm yourself. Allow your pills to take effect.
Florence, don't lose your head.
Easy, Florence!
No, Florence, this is unbearable.
Oh, Elston, how will I go on?
Calm yourself. Remember, you're breathing.
I feel I shall pass out, Thomas.
Pour that man a Steve drink, Perkins.
Thank you, Perkins.
There, Florence. Well done. Deep breaths.
It's terrible. Just a week after our engagement.
He was a good brother. That's the best scotch I've ever tasted.
Have another to calm your nerves.
Make it a double.
Oh, my Elston. Oh, my Elston. Oh, my Elston. Oh, my head is spinning.
Calm down, Florence.
Another scotch, sir?
Yes. I cannot believe Elston sitting here alone drinking when he was supposed to be downstairs with us.
My brother was not as happy as he led people to believe. Underneath the cheerful mask lay a darker side to the man that many didn't know about.
It is true. His smile was often just a facade. I was fortunate enough to be one of the only people he truly confided in. I've lost a real friend today.
We all have, Perkins.
I don't know how I will recover from this.
You will move back home with me. I am your brothers, and I will have it no other way.
My brother was hiding a deep sense of melancholy and resentment. Just no doubt in my mind, it was suicide.
Suicide? Mr. Havisham, how can you say that? Of course not. It is murder. Murder in the first degree.
The inspector!
Thank heavens, he's here.
I'll go.
What a terrible snowstorm! Good evening. I'm Inspector Carter. Take my case.
Yes, Inspector.
This must be Elston Havisham. I'm sorry. This must have given you a dense shock.
It did. We're all still reeling.
Naturally. Are there any of you the deceased immediate family?
I'm Wesley Havisham. I'm his brother.
I'm Florence Collymore. I'm his fiancée. Tonight was our engagement party.
What a damn sad thing. I take it everyone is a symbol here?
Yes, the only other member of staff is Arthur, the gardener. I saw him and Winston leaving for weekends hours ago.
Winston?
His guard dog.
I see. You. Have you poured everyone a stiff drink?
Yes, Inspector.
Let us raise a glass to the man we all loved, to Elston.
Elston! Oh, delicious.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Listen, you all must be distraught. For forgive me, the sooner I can begin my inquiry, the sooner we can all get to the bottom of this ghastly business. If you will be so kind to bring the body to the living room, so I can examine it.
Yes, Inspector.
I will lend you a hand, Perkins.
Then lock all the doors and prepare this room. I will conduct my inquiries downstairs afterwards.
Yes, Inspector.
Any ideas on the cause of death, Inspector?
Could be a number of things. Suffocation, strangulation, poison. Without fully examining the body, I would not like to say.
How could someone do it?
Try not to think about it, Miss Collymore. Once I finish my examining downstairs, I will speak to you individually. Perhaps you can get some space and calm your nerves.
Thank you, Inspector. This is all more than I can bear.
I will return presently as soon as I finish examining the body.
Thank God they have... Thank God they have gone.
Good Lord, Perkins! His body weighs a ton!
Set the body down there, gentlemen.
It is such a tragedy for a man to die 3 months before he is to be married.
I can stand it. Look at him, lying there.
Such a pain countenance.
Indeed.
Perkins, close his damn eyes.
Wesley, we must try carefully. It will be easy for the two of us to become implicated in Elston's death. If they find out about us, we'll be suspects.
You and I are having an affair. So what? It doesn't mean we killed him.
Of course not, but that's what the inspector will think.
It's fine. We'll just carry on as if everything's just as it was. Now you won't be forced to marry my beastly brother.
And soon we can be together and not keep secrets.
But now, with my brother out of the picture, I must ask you one question.
It is so strange to think of Elston being dead. He was such an influence on all our lives.
It almost feels as far he is still alive in the room with us.
His stillness unnerves me.
Seeing the body for the first time can be unsettling, Perkins. But I need you to pull yourself together and help me dust his personal belongings for a fingerprint.
Of course, Inspector.
Check his pocket, Thomas.
Thank you, Elston.
Now does his body for a fingerprint.
What was that?
Sir?
I could have sworn I just saw him breathing.
Breathing, sir.
Nonsense, Collymore. This man is dead.
He is cold and lifeless.
You are right. Dead and gone.
Now, thank you, gentlemen. Since we've looked over the body, perhaps we could take it out to the service quarter for the coroner to collect in the morning.
Yes, Inspector.
Now check all the doors are locked.
Yes, Inspector.
Perhaps, Collymore, you can fetch me a pencil and my notebook from upstairs.
Naturally.
Florence, will you do me the honor of becoming my wife? Marry me. Elston is dead. He can never come between us again. Florence, Elston is gone and is never coming back.
Oh, Wesley, I cannot resist you. I shall marry you.
Florence, come into my arms.
I shall.
Kiss me.
The inspector refilled the pencil. What on earth is going on here?
Sorry, I felt flustered. Wesley was cooling my brow.
Just cooling her brow.
I don't see how my sister's brow is any business of yours, Havisham.
Don't be a prick, Thomas. Wesley wasn't trying to help.
Yes, Thomas.
Very well. If you excuse me, I will have the pencil.
Thank God he has gone. That man is such a nuisance.
He's my brother.
Let me kiss you just once.
Oh, kiss me 1,000 times. I'm yours.
Sorry to disturb you, Miss Collymore, Mr. Havisham. I've come to collect the key to lock us all inside.
They're on the table, Perkins.
I shall lock the door at once.
You don't think Perkins suspects us, do you?
That old fool? Of course not.
Oh, enough words. Take
I
me.
forgot the inspector's notebook. What in God's name?
I was about to faint, and Wesley caught me.
You know, Wesley, I do not appreciate you to put your hands on my sister on the night of her fiancé's death.
You ought to take better care of her then, Collymore.
I'm overcome.
I haven't got time for this. Now I have the inspector's notebook. I will be on my way.
Blessed interruptions.
Oh, kiss me, Wesley.
I want you, Florence. You make my heart beat out of my chest.
Oh, your eyes send me into a dream. Kiss me. I cannot wait a second longer. I cannot wait a second longer. I cannot wait a second longer.
Sorry to interrupt you, Miss Collymore, Mr. Havisham. I've come to prepare the room.
Thank you, Perkins. Put them on the mantelpiece. At last, we're alone.
Wesley, let's run away from here, far away, together.
Soon, my love. But we must be careful. We must not arouse suspicion.
Oh, Wesley, tell me, who do you think killed Elston?
There's no question in my mind, Florence. He was killed by your brother, Thomas Collymore.
My brother? Oh, what a devil of a situation this is! Why would Thomas want Elston's dead?
Isn't it obvious? He was always bitter and possessive when it came to you. He didn't like the idea of his best friend marrying his sister. He saw you together at tonight's engagement party, and it drove him half mad and snapped and killed Elston.
But if it is Thomas, what if our affair is discovered?
I don't think there's any doubt. He'll try and kill us just like he killed Elston.
Oh, I feel faint again.
Oh, don't worry, Florence. Just follow my lead.
Sorry to have kept you on.
But I have inspected the body closely. Our interview can proceed. Everyone, please follow me to the living room. Perkins, bring in Elston's personal effects.
What would you like them, Inspector?
Set them down on the mantelpiece.
As you wish, Inspector.
Don't go, Perkins. I had a few questions to ask you first. Mr. Haversham, Miss Collymore, if you would be so kind as to give us a moment's privacy.
Naturally.
Don't just sit there. Take a seat, Perkins.
May I?
Go ahead. How are you feeling now, Perkins?
A little shaken, sir, but I'll be fine.
You are close with Elston. You were close with Elston Haversham?
Yes, sir, very close.
You don't appear to be very upset by his death.
On the contrary, sir, I've barely taken it in. Oh, he was such a kindly, charming man.
It is true.
You met him?
Once briefly at a local police station.
Evening, Inspector. We require a call in the living room.
Once briefly at a
Of course, they
local.
didn't notice.
Once briefly
Yeah,
at a
I'm sure
local
they didn't notice.
police station, he came in as a consultant on a fraud case I was working on.
I see.
How long have you been working at Haversham Manor?
80 years.
80 years?
8 years.
8 years. And have you enjoyed your time here?
My time with Mr. Haversham has been nothing but a joy. I feel that since I've come here, I have been seen not only as a butler, but also as a friend and a confident man. If you need me, I'll be in my quarter. Exit. Exit.
Thank you, Perkins. Perhaps you could fetch Thomas Collymore. You could fetch Florence Collymore to the living room so I can question her. Miss Collymore.
Inspector, don't ask too much of me. I feel fragile as glass.
Don't harass her, Carter. I needn't remind you my sister has been through a lot tonight. Her fiancé did pass away this evening.
I'll ask Collymore, you fetch me a pencil?
Yes, Inspector.
And my notebook? I knew I must left them somewhere. Now I must speak to Miss Collymore alone.
Very well. I'll be in the next room, Florence.
Don't fret, Miss Collymore. My question will be brief and to the point, and then you can get some rest. Firstly, how old are you?
21?
I'll make a note of that. When were you and your fiancé due to be married?
In the new year.
When did you first meet?
Only 7 months ago, when my brother has known him since school, he introduced us at a local gala, and it was love at first sight. I knew from the very first moment I saw him that he was the man I wished to marry.
Well, I think that's enough note-taking for now.
When you love someone, there's no such thing as rushing, Inspector.
Did you ever think you were rushing into this marriage?
Why would I love him?
Did you love him then?
How could anyone have benefited?
Can you think of anyone who might have benefited from your fiancé's death?
Wesley?
Not even Wesley?
I wasn't having an affair! Don't raise your voice to me, Inspector!
You were having an affair!
Don't tell me to calm down!
Calm down, Miss Collymore!
Which letter?
Now, how do you explain this letter?
You've read my letter? Where did you find it?
I'll tell you which letter. The one addressed to Wesley, written in your hand, declaring your love for him, and how the thought of marrying Elston repulsed you.
Elston read...
You've read my letter?
Where did you find it?
I'll tell you where I found it. In Elston's pocket.
Elston read it? Then it was suicide.
Indeed, or murder. Conceived by yourself and Wesley Harrison, so you could run away together.
How dare you! You diabolical beast! How can you? I won't stand for this, Inspector. Accuse me again or
What
you'll
is
be
all this shouting?
What is this, Inspector?
I'm merely interviewing Miss Collymore, and nothing more.
Calm down, Florence. Stop shouting.
She's having one of her episodes. Snap out of it. You're hysterical.
Florence, where are you going?
Come back here this instant. She ran out. I will fetch her back. You stay here, Wesley. I dare say the inspector has some questions for you. You're Elston's brother after all.
I'm sorry, Inspector. She's badly shaken. We all are. It's been quite a night and it's getting late.
11 o'clock already.
Well, Inspector, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, Mr. Harrison. Similar question to those I asked Miss Collymore.
Fire away, Inspector. I'm at your service.
Indeed. You and your brother, did you get along well?
Up and down. Since Father died, there was dread and more strain on our relationship. It was no secret that our father cared for Elston more than myself. I mean, he's the first child, and Father gave him all the love he had.
I see. Is that your father in the portrait?
It is.
It looks exactly like Elston. Doesn't he?
He did, ever since he was quite young.
You were junior by 4 years?
Almost 4, yes. And didn't I know it? Elston patronized and embarrassed me throughout our entire childhood. He always thought he knew best, and Father always took his side. If he ever didn't get his way, he was unbearable.
He sounds far from the ideal brother. In fact, you sound like you hated one another.
I won't lie, Inspector. Elston and I never truly saw eye to eye. But if it's suggesting that I have something to do with his murder, you're mistaken.
I see.
Chris,
It's a target! Wesley, you can barely even make out the trees.
What are you saying, Inspector?
I was saying that tonight would be the perfect night for you to murder your brother.
Please, Inspector. Me and my brother had our differences, but deep down we cared for one another.
And yet you're having an affair with his fiancée?
What on earth gave you that idea?
The letter I found in Nelson's pocket from Miss Collymore to yourself.
You know about that?
As his sin did Elston.
Bravo, Inspector. Very well. You found out about Florence and I, but it proves nothing. We didn't have a thing to do with Elston's murder. But Thomas Collymore does. He's a dangerous, unhinged man with a devil of a temper, and Florence is his sister. I've said it before, and I shall say it again. He couldn't give his sister up to any man, much less his old school chum. Tonight's engagement party drove him half mad, and he lashed out at Elston.
I see. Thank you, Wesley. You've been most helpful. Perhaps you can fetch Thomas Collymore. I'm going to need to follow more than one line of inquiry at a time to get to the bottom of this.
At once, Inspector. Anything to help the progress of your investigation.
Handy low, Elston. Who could have killed you? Everyone under this damn roof seems guilty. That's queer. There's something underneath this cushion. A ledger? A ledger with Elston's initials inscribed on it. What's inside? What's this? The new draft of Elston's last will and testament, dated only today. Let me see. I, Elston Havisham, hereby amend my last will and testament to leave all the monies, Havisham Manor, and all its content and grounds to the one. Good Lord.
Thomas Collymore for you, Inspector.
Thank you, Wesley. But before I question you, Mr. Collymore, I do have to review some documents from other rooms.
Of course, it's quickest to go this way.
I will return presently.
Take your time, Inspector.
Indeed.
Did you find Florence?
She ran out.
Tell me, Thomas, what were your feelings about Florence and Elston's engagement?
I was overjoyed, of course. I love Florence and I love Elston. I couldn't have approved more of the match.
But Collymore, it's well known that you're protective of your sister. I'll get it. Good evening. It's for you.
Who the devil is that?
Your accountants, Collymore.
At 11:30 in the evening?
Yes.
Good evening. Thomas Collymore speaking. It is an inconvenient time, yes. My recent deposit? What of them? Discrepancies? What are you talking about, man? Gone? Gone where? 9,000 pounds are stolen? Good Lord, Perkins getting here!
Yes, sir.
Perkins, fetch me my bank book.
Your bank book, sir.
How could you allow this to happen? This is an absolute disgrace. I should report you to your superiors. Who am I talking with? Mr. Fitzroy. I will write that name down. Fitzroy. Now look here, Fitzroy. I did not authorize this transaction. You find out who did the call back. This telephone call has put me in a very difficult position.
What is it, Collymore?
Money stolen from my account.
Good Lord.
9,000 pounds taken from my private savings.
Most irregular.
What's the cost this business? First, I found my oldest friend murdered in cold blood, and now I find myself on the edge of financial ruin. This night could get no worse.
I have a confession, Thomas. I wasn't going to say anything, but, well, the inspectors seem to have found out and blessed it. I'm tired of keeping secrets.
Spit it out, Wesley.
Florence and I are having an affair.
What? You and my sister!
Now calm down, Collymore.
I knew it! You're always a snake in the grass!
It's not what you think. We're in love.
My sister does not love you. How dare you lay a finger on her, your own brother's fiancée? It is disgusting. No wonder your father hated you.
Don't speak about my father that way, Collymore.
I think it's time for you to answer to me for your indiscretions. Draw your sword, Wesley! Oh God!
Good shot.
Nice try, but no match to my skill.
Let's try that again.
On guard! You know, sometimes I forgot you're Elsa's brother. You're so pathetic.
I shall not let you get away that easily, Collymore.
I'm coming to you with my sword.
Shing, 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 shing. Good parry, Collymore.
Good parry? I'll show you good parry. Shing, 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 shing. I don't need this to kill a man like you. It is no doubt about who killed Elsa and Amy. He was killed by his own vile little brother in a fit of jealous rage. You'll be sorry you ever laid a finger on my sister, Havisham. You will be sorry! Gunshot? Dear God, what is going on there?
I don't know, Perkins. I heard screams and gunshots coming from the hallway.
Good God, Inspector. Get in here quickly.
Yes, I'm coming.
What's happening tonight, Inspector?
I don't know, Perkins. We're not safe. There is a madman with a gun loose in this house. We must remain calm, Perkins.
Inspector. There you are. I don't know how you managed to look so calm and collective in a situation such as this.
It comes from years of experiences.
Indeed.
It's important we remain calm, and we must not let each other out of our sight. Where is Miss Collymore?
She's coming now. Florence, get in here! It is not safe out there!
Thomas, I am frightened.
Don't worry, Florence. You are safe in here with me. What is going on?
Isn't it obvious? Wesley has lost control.
Wesley, surely not.
He killed Elston tonight, driven mad by his lust for you, and now he knows we've found him out.
I cannot bear it. Wesley would not do such a thing.
This is a fine mass, sir. The worst night of my 80 years of service. 8 years of service.
Save me, brother. Ha, save me.
I should not let anyone hurt a hair on your head, Florence.
I am panicking. I cannot believe Wesley is doing this.
Try to stay calm, Miss Collymore.
I shall faint.
You should not faint. Confound it!
What the devil of a situation is this? We are all going to survive tonight, you hear me?
Take cover!
Grace God!
Good heavens!
Don't panic. Wesley is coming. We must lock him out.
Where are the keys to the doors, Perkins?
Here they are, sir. Here they are, sir.
Quickly, hand them to me before Wesley. Good Lord.
Wesley's dad?
A double murder.
I found Rick Astley $3. Carry on.
Time of death, 1:45.
Wesley. No, no, no. I love him. I love him. I know it's wrong. I know I was engaged to Elston, but Wesley was mine and I was his.
There, Miss Collymore.
How will I go on? Wesley.
You take the body outside.
Yes, Inspector.
I'll lend you the hand, Perkins.
I've seen a lot in 20 years. I've been an inspector. But 2 murders at one night is certainly unusual.
Oh, Inspector, my fiancé and my lover were killed on the same eve.
Remember your briefing, Miss Collymore. It's not the time of another of your episodes.
I'm having an episode, Inspector. I cannot help it.
Episode.
What episode?
Episode.
No,
Miss Collymore!
Florence! Control yourself, girl.
She's having another episode.
They are dead, they are gone, and they are never coming back.
I will not tolerate another tantrum, Florence.
Get away from me, Tom. You don't understand my grief.
That's enough. Take one of your pills.
No, no more pills. Oh, they had you.
But who could have killed him?
That is a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
No, Inspector, you have given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now, tell me, is there anyone else that you know of in the maison other than the 4 of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of staff is Perkins. Good Lord, I needed that.
Does anyone else have access to the maison?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I have locked and bolted all the door as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That is a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we are going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you have given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone else that you know of in the maison other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The staff all go home at weekends, except for Perkins, of course. Good Lord, I needed that.
Does anyone else have access to the maison?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I have locked and bolted all the door as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That is a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone else that you know of in the maison other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The staff all go home at weekends, except for Perkins, of course. Good Lord, I needed that.
Does anyone else have access to the maison?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I have locked and bolted all the door as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That is a good question, Mr. Collymore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're going to get out of this. Perfectly.
Oh, Inspector, you have given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, it's...
Now, tell me, if there is only one else that you know of in the maison other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The staff all go home at weekends, except for Perkins, of course. Good Lord, I needed that.
Does anyone else have access to the maison?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I have locked and bolted all the door as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
No one could have killed him, except for the people in this room.
Good God, you're right. It's one of us.
This is a disaster. Blackout. Interval. Eh?
各位亲爱的贵宾，现在是中场休息时间，下半场将于10分钟后开始。
Ladies and gentlemen, now is the interval. Act 2 will begin in 10 minutes.
提醒您，如有贵重物品或金钱，请随身携带或妥善保管，以避免遗失。表演厅外备有饮料，请各位来宾在场外享用，请勿在场内饮食。感谢您的配合。
As a reminder, please keep your valuable belongings by your side. Drinks are provided outside the auditorium. Please enjoy your refreshment outside. Thank you.